In a suo motu statement in the Rajya Sabha over the situation in Bangladesh this afternoon, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said that in the last 24 hours, New Delhi has been in regular touch with the authorities in Dhaka. The External Affairs Minister added that the situation in Bangladesh is still evolving and around 19,000 Indian nationals are presently in Bangladesh, including 9,000 students. Dr. Jaishankar informed the upper house that Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had apparently decided to resign from her post after meeting with leaders of security establishment. He informed that she had requested approval to come to India for the moment and arrive in Delhi last evening. The two-day orientation workshop for elected councillors of urban local bodies ULB commenced today with an inaugural program at the Capital Convention Centre, Kohima. In his inaugural address as the chief guest, Chief Minister Neperu emphasized the crucial role of ULBs, describing them as the backbone of local governance, essential for addressing the everyday needs and concerns of the people. He announced that the State Assembly would soon pass the anti-defection law to ensure the stability and strength of urban municipalities and town council. An emergency meeting was held at the relief camp Tuensang village, Sikel on Monday, stated DIPR report. Deputy Commissioner Litrongla Tongpi Rutsa highlighted the roles and responsibilities of various departments operating within the relief camp amidst the escalating situation in the area. Rutsa emphasized the need for coordinated efforts and announced the activation of an additional relief camp and a night shift camp in the coming days. NSDMA, in collaboration with Tuensang District Disaster Management Authority on August 1, had set up a comprehensive relief camp at Sikel Tuensang village for victims affected by landslide and land sinking at Pingjang sector and NST ward in Tuensang district. In response to rising water levels, NAEPCO authorities reported the Doyang Dam reservoir reached 322.0 meters today, prompting an adjustment to the gate opening. The total discharge from the reservoir currently stands at 19.53 cubic meters per second. In light of these developments, all relevant departments have been instructed to maintain heightened vigilance. The Golaghat District Administration has advised residents along the Doyang and Dhansri rivers to avoid activities such as fishing, swimming and bathing to ensure public safety. Minister of State for Home Affairs Nityanand Rai announced a significant reduction in disturbed areas under the Armed Force Special Power Act 1958 AFSPA in the Northeast. The Act's application has been lifted from most parts of the region since 2014. In response to a Lok Sabha question, the minister reported a 71% drop in insurgency incidents, a 60% reduction in security personnel deaths, and an 82% decrease in civilian fatalities in 2023. The High Commission of India in London issued an advisory today for Indian citizens visiting the United Kingdom, advising them to stay vigilant and exercise due caution while travelling in the country. Several incidents of violence and arsons were reported during anti-immigrant protests held in the country over the weekend following last month's mass stabbing in the northwest England Southport. Defending Olympic and world champion Neeraj Chopra has qualified for the men's javelin throw final at Paris Olympics. The 26-year-old secured the automatic qualification spot by registering 89.34 meters with his first throw in the qualification round. It's Neeraj's second best throw of his career. With this, Neeraj has reached his second consecutive final at Olympics.